Hey guys, it's Maggie and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new here. Today we are doing a video that I have never done, which is like a girl sit down talk. We're just being comfy, cozy, and open. So I've been watching these videos a lot and I like hearing other girls' opinions, what's helped them in certain girly situations, because sometimes that stuff is awkward to talk about. Sometimes you've never heard anybody else talk about it. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one. So if you're younger and you're growing up, it's nice to know. I never had these videos when I was younger. I had to ask my friends, my parents, my mom, not really my dad, but anyways, you get the point. So let's get on into it. All right, this is a good one. Somebody asked thoughts on body hair. So I personally am not the person to get grossed out by body hair or anything like that. I am so bad about shaving. My armpits are always hairy. I'm always hairy all over the place. But if you want to shave all the time, shave all the time. If you don't want to shave, don't shave. It's your body. However you feel comfortable. Like literally, I never want to shave, so I just don't shave. People might think that's gross, but whatever. If people find you gross for not shaving, who cares? They shouldn't be worrying about how hairy your legs are. If you have hairy armpits, like, it's your body, it's your choice. Somebody asked, what is too young to be in a relationship? So I'm kind of a hypocrite about this, but I would say that if you're not in love with a person, if you aren't head over heels for them, if you're in high school, don't date them. Dating people in high school is such a waste. Very few work out. I'm lucky, me and Sam started dating senior year of high school at the very end, so I don't even know if that counts. But like, I had another boyfriend previous, and like looking back on that, it was just a waste of my time. I guess I grew from it, but like, I never saw it going anywhere, so there was no point, and it was just wasting my time. So I think too young there's no such thing as too young, like probably past middle school maybe. There's no reason for a boyfriend in middle school. But personally, if I could go back and do it, I would wait till senior year / the end of high school / after high school to get a boyfriend, because first of all, you're not mature enough to be in a relationship like that. You should be focusing on yourself. You have a lot ahead of you, and there's just no need. Honestly, it's just no need. I'm getting a lot of questions about period cramps. So when I was in high school, I never struggled really with period cramps at all, which I was lucky about. My periods were never really that bad. And then recently I've been getting them worse, and what I've been doing is taking Midol. If you guys don't know what Midol is, which I just recently started using it, and a lot of my friends don't even know what it is. It's like ibuprofen, but it's for period cramps. That is what it is used for. And I've taken Advil, Tylenol, ibuprofen for my period cramps, but Midol literally does the trick. It always does the trick. It always makes me feel better. I don't know why, but it just does the trick. So I recommend that, or a heating pad. I know that's common too. I've used that before, but a lot of the times I'm like doing something, I am not able to use a heating pad, and I just can't use heating pads, so I use Midol. Someone said how to deal with a breakup. So thankfully I've only had one breakup in my life. I've only ever had 2 boyfriends, and my breakup was pretty bad. It was pretty rough. That's another reason I would not date in high school, because the breakup was rough. I had classes with him. All of his friends were in all my classes. They would never stop talking to me about it. They would like honestly bully me. Like, they were so mean, and it made it really hard. So what I would do personally, honestly, I don't know. I blocked him on every social media when we first broke up, and texting and everything, because it was just too hard like to not respond to his text if he texted me, or not to text him, and just to like out of sight, out of mind is what I would say. But it is hard to do that if you're going to school with them. So personally, I just had to take time and really focus my energy on my friends and meeting new people and just having fun with myself. And I think one thing that was really good for me is I didn't ditch my friends. I know a lot of girls who ditch their friends when they have a boyfriend, and I'm just like, what are you gonna do when they break up? Like, your friends are gonna be like, we haven't talked to you in a year. Like, where have you been? Like, just because your boyfriend's not here anymore doesn't mean I get to be your friend. I've had friends do that to me and it really sucks. So honestly, don't like do this because you're thinking about breaking up. But if you get a boyfriend, please don't ditch your friends. First of all, it's not healthy for your relationship with your boyfriend. And second of all, it's not nice to your friends, and you need to have different time away from your boyfriend, if that makes sense. How do you know it's time to break up with someone? I think if the bads are outweighing the goods, then it is time to break up with someone. If you're never happy, if the majority of the time you're not happy, then it's time to break up with someone. I know every relationship has its up and its downs. That's just how you grow together, and arguments are honestly good for a relationship, because if you're just agreeing with everything, it's kind of just like your significant other is being your yes man. So that's not really what I want. I want to have different opinions and stuff. But if you think it's time to break up, it might be time to break up. Think about if you're more happy with them, if you would be happy alone, stuff like that. And don't think about the first month after you break up, because obviously you're gonna be sad. Every breakup is sad, but think about after you get past the sad point. Would you be happier alone or be happier with them? A lot of people are asking me about my first period. So I really don't remember my first period. I was kind of old when I got it. I think I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore, so I wasn't that old. But all I remember is I was deathly afraid of tampons, and I didn't use them for like the first few months, and I finally learned, and it was not a big deal. I don't know why I was scared about it, but my mom always said your life will be easier if you use tampons, and I finally used them and it's way easier. So get over the bump if that's where you're at right now. What do you do when your boyfriend doesn't talk to you as much and isn't as sweet? So I don't really know the whole story / the whole situation with that, so I can't really speak on your situation. But like with me and Sam, we've been dating for 3 years next month, which is really crazy. And if you've never heard of it, there's a thing called the honeymoon stage, and it's when you first start dating, like everything's really good because you're not arguing, you haven't got that deep in the relationship, and like you just like feel great, and like there's no issues, you're happy, like it's a new thing. That's how everything is. You get just like in the habit of it. So like me and Sam, actually we do still talk a lot, but like a lot of my friends who've been dating their boyfriend for a long time won't text their boyfriend, will only like talk to them when they're hanging out or if they desperately like need to tell them something. But I think that's just part of growing in a relationship. They shouldn't be not as sweet to you, I guess, but like at some point they just have to they just get comfortable, which they should still do sweet things to you, but you just have to remember that like the honeymoon stage, they're trying really hard to just like prove themselves to you, and as they still should, they don't need to as much, I guess. But they still should be doing good things, being nice, and if you want something to change, you should tell them. But I'm just saying, like, honeymoon stages do end, and that's when a lot of people break up because they just like miss the honeymoon stage. I see about it on my TikTok all the time. How to not compare yourself to others. I think this is a really hard question because I think we all compare ourselves to others in types of ways, even if you're not like realizing you're doing it. But the one thing I will say is social media is so fake. Everyone posts their highlight reels, everyone posts the best pictures they got. Like I take 1,000,000 pictures in one sitting and I post the best pictures. So you have to remember that looking at social media and looking at like other people. Just remember like everyone's beautiful in their own way. There's so many types of beautifuls, like everyone's beautiful in a different way. And it's just hard to, you can't compare yourself to someone because everyone is different. No two people can be the exact same and stuff like that. I don't know. That's probably not even good advice, but it's just hard and you just can't do it, I guess. Gotta get yourself out of your mindset. How to drop toxic people. Literally just drop them. I have learned this in college actually, that if you don't want someone in your life, they don't have to be in your life. If you think these people are making you feel bad, sad, angry, just being damaging to your life, literally just bye. Like, sorry, but I don't think this friendship is gonna work out. It's gonna suck for a little bit, but afterwards you'll feel so much better. So just drop them. Are you on birth control? And I am on birth control. I got put on it in high school because my acne situation was literally stressing me out so bad, and it has helped me. And I'm kind of really bad about taking it, which is so bad for me, I know. But there's many options that you can do, and I've been seeing a lot of things about birth control, how like there's some bad things about it, which there's bad things about everything. But I am on it right now, and I don't know if I want to continue on it because I don't know, I hate taking pills. If you know me, literally, I think taking pills, they make me feel gross. So I am on it. I also did have a really bad experience when I first got put on birth control. I would like puke every morning. And like it made my stomach so upset, even if I would eat with it. Like I think it was just too strong of birth control, and I couldn't do it, so I got different ones and now I'm fine. But that did happen when I first went on it, and it really sucked. What's the best razor for shaving? If you watched my last video, I literally do not know. I cut myself every single time I shave my legs. Guys, so I just got out of the bath. But blood warning, if you don't like blood, skip ahead, pause it, just skip ahead. Because every time I take a bath, I cut myself when I shave right here. I literally have a scar because I repeatedly cut myself. And I have been picking or doing this repeatedly 100 times and won't stop bleeding. You can kind of see the scar. And I got it all over my really fuzzy carpet, so I don't know what to do. So if you have shaving advice, leave it down below because I need it. Someone asked, how do you cope with body image? And I think this is one thing that really annoys me, is that people think just because you're skinny, just because I am not overweight, that I cannot be self-conscious about my body and how I feel. Everyone thinks just because you look skinny, people look at you and think you look good, that you have to feel like you look good. So it is okay not to feel bad, like to feel that. And I like know why people get so mad about when someone's like, you can't say that about your body. Like, I get it. I'm lucky that I can do nothing and not gain a whole bunch of weight, but there is things that everyone can be insecure about. And like for me, I have really wide ribs and I have a really short torso. Those are two things that I will never be able to change. Like, even if I were to work out hours on end, I can never change the size of my ribs, the size of my torso. It's just something I have to live with. So I have been coping with it by just being like, okay, but think about like your legs. Like, I have very toned legs. My like whole family does. My dad's side just all have toned legs for some weird reason. So like, I really like my legs. I have long legs. That's so nice. I have skinny arms. Like, I just think about things that I like about myself, and if I find myself thinking about something I don't like or something I think looks bad, I just direct my attention to something I like and I make myself think about that and just be grateful that I even have a body. Like, the body I have is beautiful. It's your temple and you have to treat it like that. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the questions. I hope that this has helped you guys or has made you feel better. I think it's so important to talk about this stuff, to make people feel not alone, to help each other out. We're all girls. Like, it's a normal thing. All these stuff are normal human things that our bodies go through or that we go through. And yeah, so if you want to say some advice down below, do it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, do it. If you don't, still do it. But thank you guys for watching. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I love you as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!